What up, folks? It's the killer from Manila, Graphics Rogue, and I am not from Manila, but I'm back with another Rome 2 battle nonetheless. And I am back as Rome, and today we face the Averni. We are back on our regularly scheduled schedule, and I am going to be getting back on my Rome Tizzle online bizzles. I am bringing up Praetorian Guard, Legionary cohorts. I have any Eagle cohorts, Praetorian Guards, Armored Legionaries. Yeah, they're beasts. They're very cost effective for what they can do. And I face an elite army of Gauls, of Averni, except for they brought a few light horse and only a couple of noble horse. They brought more light horse, trying to go horse heavy, but their horses can't stand up to my gladiator spearmen combined and my auxiliary cav and my praetorian cav. So we got our flanks locked down over here. We got a full line of infantry. We got our gladiator spearmen protecting the flank. So we see I see what their cavalry is trying to do, be all sneaky around the flank over here. So I'm gonna send all my cavalry out on the left to protect it, because I think it's the best idea. I don't think there's gonna be much cavalry problems coming from the right. Plus, I have the upper ground. I have the huge upper ground hill effect here on this big ass hill here on the Oracle thingy. It's the Oracle of Amun-Ra or something. I forget what the map is called. But I'm swinging my guys out around there. Let me get a good look at them. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, I changed the button. And so we march through the desert lands. And we're gonna charge our guys here. We're gonna charge them, see if we can get any look at where the enemy is. Then I see, oh crap, all those Gallic cavalry. A lot of light horse, but they're sending in some noble horse, which can be pretty devastating to my auxiliaries. So I need to pull these guys back. All these guys can defeat all these light horse, but the noble horse will be pretty hard on my auxiliary cav. So I decided to keep my auxiliary cav. I keep somebody back. Yeah, I attack with my Praetorians while continuing to try to pull my auxiliaries back, because I figure my Praetorians can hold the line a little longer. They can hold the line against these noble horse, while my auxiliary deal with the light horse, in which they are starting to melt now. We popped our Draco, and we are starting to. Ooh, we just routed that guy in no time. Yeah, that Draco gives a lot of morale penalties, and I popped the abilities on some of these cav over here. I got my Relentless and my Unity. Oh no, that's him. That's the Gaul. He put his abilities on, but they're not being useful right now. I mean, yeah, he got him on the rest of his guys over there. I wonder if they're going to time out before they hit my line. Anyway, we are holding the line here. We are killing a lot of the Gallic cavalry. We are slaughtering their light horse, and they're trying to pull back some of the noble horse to see if he can get a nice flanking maneuver on my soldiers. Yeah, look at that. The general abilities have already gone away, so he used those at a wrong time. But my Romans are here. They're waiting. They're setting themselves up. This is exactly what Romans trained for. This line battle, waiting for the Gauls to run up at them, run up the hill. They're throwing some spears at them, but they can handle it. As you can see down there, my guys are just, they're hammering, we're hammering them, they're hammering us, but boom. These Oathsworn, they brought 4 Oathsworn, and they just slammed up against my Praetorians. A good charge, but in the long run, my Praetorians are going to hold out against these Oathsworn. They have a great charge, but that charge kill is going to go down soon. Now over here, I've made the mistake. I threw over my general unit because I wanted to slow these guys down. I just wanted to slow them down because I knew they were going to take their cav and just swing around and smack the backs of my units over here. So I wanted to just slow them down and wait to get enough time to get my gladiator spearmen over here. My other gladiator spearmen were over here dealing with the enemy cav, helping my allied cav, and that pretty much got dealt with. So we sent some gladiator. They just swang right around my gladiator spearmen though. So they just didn't even care. They just swang right around my spearmen, went right after my Syrian archers. and they're just gonna melt them up. But we are beginning to rout some of their units, but they're beginning to rout some of our units. Right now, the left flank for us isn't going so great, but we got a devastating back charge on these Oathsworn right here. And boom, they have routed. And soon we're going to be wrapping up the our whole right flank eventually. And we are trying to catch up with some of these enemy units with our gladiator spearmen and our other units, trying to catch on these noble horse, try to get rid of them before they knock out all of my archers, which they pretty much have already done. My gladiator spearmen are starting to waver. Don't waver, you little bit. You cowards. You cowards. Ah, yes, they stopped wavering. But these guys, they're holding up long enough. They're taking a lot of hits, but they're giving a lot of hits back. Our left flank got knocked out, but we took most of their cav with us. Our cav is gone, but we took most of their cav with us. And we are beginning to rout this noble horse. They are not going to last too much longer. And right now we're taking what infantry we have left, and I'm planning on just making a nice line around here. Just reform the infantry we have left on the right, because we are winning the right flank. So we're going to set up another line to face the remaining Averni. And the enemy still have some noble horse. I'm not quite sure if their general is dead yet, but they do have that noble horse general unit still there. And I charge in with my armored legionnaires against this weak Oathsworn, trying to rout them as best I can. This Oathsworn, that Oathsworn are beginning to waver and rout. And this noble horse, they came in to try to help out, try to get a flanking shot, but they're all beginning to rout because of numbers. They lost so many men. The morale bust to these guys. They just couldn't take it. They're running. And now all the Gauls have left is the spear nobles, which are no match against my armored legionnaires or any of the legionnaires I have left. They probably could beat my gladiator spearmen, but none of the other ones. That is it for my opponent. He has been routed. His entire army slaughtered at the hands of Romans. Glorious battle was victorious. So we pretty much, we lost the left flank, but we won the right flank. And that allowed us to roll up the enemy forces. That allowed us to just come up to the side and just sweep all along the enemy left flank with my right flank. And that was a glorious battle. It really shows the disciplined nature of the Roman legionnaires, how powerful they are. A lot of people say they're OP, but they're Rome. They're supposed to be OP to a point. They're supposed to have the best infantry in the world. You know, they don't have the best missile units in the world. They don't have the best spear units in the world, but they do have the best infantry, which they should have. But they do have good spear units and good missile units with the Triarii and the Gladiator Spearmen and the auxiliary archers and the Balearics. Those Praetorians are good. Auxiliaries are alright. They can be used for many purposes. Praetorians are good, but they cost a lot, so they're good to use. But yeah, Roman legionnaires are basically very cost effective. You can bring a lot of great units for a relatively low amount of money. Whereas the Gauls here, they could only bring 4 Oathsworn, 2 Spear Nobles, 2 Noble Cav, and 3 Light Horse. Maybe he would have done a little bit better if he had brought 3 Noble Horse and maybe 1 Light Horse for a flanking maneuver. I don't know if he would have been able to have the money for that. I think he upgraded some of his units though, unless they got these XP ranks later on in the battle. But yeah, he can only bring a few elite units though. It's a lot harder with Gaul because they don't have any fear units, so it's tougher for them to use an elite build like this. In any case, I'm your graphics rogue, and I will see you next time. Peace.